Hello, Holbrook families. My name is Miss Rebecca, and here is our joke of the day. What is a cat's favorite game? Mousetrap. All right, I'm going to be reading from chapter 28. Friday, March 30th. Money saved $389.32. It was pretty late that night when I sat at the kitchen table, my math worksheet spread in front of me. Lexi sat at the table too, doing homework. She had as tall a pile of sheets as I did. I hadn't seen her a lot for the last few days, since she was always making signs or buying art stuff. She looked up and saw me staring at her. A lot of homework? She asked, pointing to my stack. Maybe, I replied, waiting for her to sneer. You? Too much, she said with a sigh. Yeah, right, I scoffed. There was no such thing as too much homework for Little Miss Perfect. The more, the better. I've been working so hard that I'm way behind in school. I waved at her stack. Please, you can probably get through that in like 10 minutes. I wish. It's going to take days to catch up. I just hope Mom doesn't see my grades before tomorrow. Get a few A's instead of A pluses? No, she groaned. I've been making signs, tutoring, doing everything but studying. I, d- I don't get good grades by blinking, you know. You don't? Blinking was one of my theories about why she did so well. No, I work really hard because I have to, not because I want to. If you spend as much time on your homework as I did, you'd get straight A's too. I just know that school is important. I stared at her, my mouth open. Sure, I saw Lexi study, but I thought that was because she liked it. I never really thought Lexi actually studied because she needed to. It's called being responsible. Not that you would know anything about that, she grunted. I know more than you think, I mumbled, especially now. So when are we getting Fluffernutter? What makes you think we're getting a cat? Because I lost. I don't have enough money. We'll have a cat, and every day you can gloat. I don't have enough money either, she admitted. But but I see your signs everywhere, I stammered. You tutored like everyone in school. I didn't mention the stack of bills I spied in her jewelry box the other day, or the $20 I had taken. I gave a lot of those signs away for free. I figured it was good advertising. People would see my signs and want one. But when I sold them, I didn't get paid enough, and art supplies cost a fortune. Do you know how expensive glitter is? But everyone kept wanting more and more glitter, and I couldn't say no. I didn't make that much from tutoring either. Kids don't have a lot of money, and half of my friends aren't even talking to me because they said I was mean. I don't know. I just got frustrated when they didn't know the answers. I guess I'd make a poor teacher. Well, you make a poor sister, so I suppose that's fitting, I said, smiling. I make a better sister than you do a brother. I nodded my head. You're probably right, I sighed. I thought you never had problems. I wish I can convince Mom to do stuff, but try to present charts to your friends, and they just think you're weird. She threw me a half, very non smirky smile. I haven't been too nice to you lately. Sorry. I guess I got carried away with our war. I nodded. Tell me about it. I can't even count money right. I somehow lost $20, she groaned. How do you lose $20? I squirmed in my seat a little. Yeah, that's strange. I looked down at the table. Then I guess we're not getting a pet. I guess not. Shame, huh? After all that work, too. She was right. We were both doing poorly in school. We had both sacrificed a lot. Not having a pet seemed unfair. I mean, I knew cats were stupid and I hated them, but maybe a cat was better than nothing. What's the point of having a war if both sides lose? But I guess in some wars, that's how it works. There aren't winners in wars, not really. Just one side that does less awful than the other one. How much did you earn? I asked. More than $400. I was really close. You? Less than that. Hold on. I went up to my room and removed my shoebox from behind my smelly shoes, only gagging once. I took out the money. I could have done a lot with that cash. I could have bought that $200 pair of sneakers I really wanted, or that ultraviolet but ultra cool video game I read about. I knew I was handing victory to the enemy, but somehow it felt okay. It felt right. Maybe Mom was right. There are more important things to spend money on than sneakers and games. Besides, $20 of it was Lexi's. I had stolen it. There wasn't any other way to put it. But first, I counted out the money I owed Mom for her bowls and her toner and her pencils and the other odds and ends that I had used, taken, or broken. But there was still a lot of money left for Lexi and her cat, our cat. Here, I said, handing her my money after I came back downstairs. It seems silly for us both to lose. Really? Her eyes grew wider and wider as she looked at the money. But this is way too much. I shrugged. Well, not all of it is mine. Remember that $20 you lost? I took it. I don't know why I did. I just got carried away, too. I wanted to see how close you were, and it just sort of happened. I wanted to win so badly. Lexi nodded. I looked for your money once. I wanted to know how close you were, too. But I couldn't find your loot, and I didn't want to look in your closet. Your sneakers really smell. That was the idea. Lexi picked up my stack of bills. I guess this makes up for your stealing. I hope so. The way Lexi looked at me, all grateful and stuff, it almost reminded me of Barker and his wide open, thankful, and trusting eyes. I almost had the urge to hug Lexi, but I'm glad that feeling faded away quickly. Maybe you're not the world's worst brother, she said. Thanks. I guess you're not the world's worst sister. Maybe just second worst. There must be someone who keeps her brother locked in a cage and force feeds him peas. That sister would be worse. Maybe. Lexi smiled and grabbed my homework. Let's see if I can help you a little here. I bet we'll get through this in no time. After all, I'm an expert tutor. But what about your homework? I asked. I'll get to it. Come over here. A big sister is supposed to help her baby brother, right? I'm not a baby. I know. That's the end of chapter 28.